What is up? Stevie as Podefet here again today making a really crappy video. Yep, I said it. I admit it. Sometimes you gotta admit if you want to change. We are changing things, good sir. As soon as I start, getting used to really editing, I have been editing, but how I do the videos, when I do cut stuff and paste stuff together in editing, it looks really bad because when I do this, I'm talking like from beginning to end. I don't really talk about something specifically within an area, then stop it so I can cut it. It's just weird. So I'm just getting used to it. So let's talk about ArcheAge. If you have never played ArcheAge, it is an MMO. Most importantly, obviously, because why else would I be playing it? I like to call it an MMO fantasy sandbox. So pretty much, you're getting the whole classic MMO side of it, but it's a sandbox. So everything everything in the game is pretty much doable and it's limitless, as well as the fantasy because you got the whole freaking it's not abiding by any real laws at all. So yeah, ArcheAge. Kind of give you a bit of an oversight on it. Pretty much, if you if you can see it, you can go there, and if you want to do it, you're able to do it. And what that's kind of very vague on what I'm saying, but once you get into the game, if you see an island, you can swim, you can even sail to it. If you see a castle on top of a hill, you can find your way up there and actually use your glider. And if you're very effective with using your movement abilities as well, you can probably get to the highest point of that tower. If there's stuff that you can land on. So pretty much you're never bound to a zone or never, for example, if you played Guild Wars 2, I believe it was in Keswick's Hills. If you go down to the bottom right where the wizard is, you see a floating castle, and you're just like, man, I wish I could go there. Well, in this game, you can. If you see something that's really, really cool, you can most likely go to it. And that's why I really think this really takes that sandbox genre and just punches it in the mouth, because I've never really played an MMO which allows me to break barriers like that. And the nice thing too is that even down to the classes for ArcheAge, which I'll show you over here, you have a crap ton of classes. About 120 of them to be exact. And the cool thing about how class system works here is that, oh boy, how can I reset this? How can I reset this? Calculator. Boom, okay. So you can pick 3 skill trees, and these skill trees will make a class. Now you have up to 10, 10 skill trees that you can pick from. You can only pick 3 of them out of the 10. So for example, if we go like Battle Rage, Shadow Play, Oromancy, we become a Dark Runner. If I want to switch out Oromancy for defense, we become a Blighter. Let's say I don't really want the movement from the Shadow Play, and I want just more more control. Oh, actually, no, witchcraft, sorcery. No, not sorcery. What am I talking about? What am I thinking of? Witchcraft, sorcery. Is it occultism? Yeah, it is. Occultism. Let's say if you want like more control and stuff like that, more higher damage, you become a Doom Lord. And having this kind of flexibility with classes is amazing. And the even cool thing about this is that, let's say you're level 50 and you're leveling with defense, battle rage, and occultism, and you're like, you know what, I want to add more ability, I want to switch this to shadow play. Well, you can do that. You can completely switch everything during any point in the game. You can just switch your class, boom, like that, which is really, really cool because that's so much replayability. You don't have to go level another character from 1 to 50. You can just change some classes, change your class, if you have a new skill tree which you haven't played on, level that skill tree back up, and then boom bada bing, you can start doing PvP with your brand new defense skill tree. And that's one of the nice things is that you're never really limited to what you choose. You never feel like, oh man, I got to start off with this and this, and oh boy, it's okay for leveling, but if I go into the end game, it kind of wastes it if I want to do some like high level raiding. I also want to do PvP. Like, what should I do? this solves that. Once you get to level 50, if you want to make a PvP and a dungeon build or a castle siege build, you can completely mix it up at any point in time, which is really, really nice because it's adding more options to the game, as well as be able to go pretty much anywhere, not being limited where you can go, as well as being able to do any profession that you want, from raising animals to growing crops to making armor, making weapons. I believe there's stuff like you can make certain items for plots of lands. And tons 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 of things you can do in this game. You can even go and do dungeons or do more quests to get really, really good gear drops to more improve yourself. You can grind stuff out, sell it on the market. It's endless. The possibilities are endless. And the nice thing about this, you can become a PKer. So if you ever watch, for example, like Sword Art Online, and like, you know what, it'd be kind of cool to kill people, part of your own faction, but I can never do that in the MMO. Well, guess what? You can kill people. Doesn't matter who they are. You can just boom bada bing, you're dead. Oh, look at that. My piracy went up. Well, who cares? You can do that. You have that freedom. It is limitless. So yeah, I spent a good frickin' 5 minutes trying to explain the game. And that's like the short version of the game. So yeah, as you can see, it's a true sandbox. So yeah, we've been talking too long about that. Let's switch it over to like access, like places where you can go if you really want to see this gameplay or just see how stuff really works. Like, I know a lot of game visuals are quite important, so I have to really recommend Twitch. I'm not advertising Twitch. I'm not getting paid by Twitch. I'm just saying that if you want to contact me, you can, but Twitch is really the best way to really judge the game right now. There's very limited YouTube content, and it's actually quite old. I'm having a hard time really finding like new and more upbeat YouTube content for ArcheAge. The best I can even find is just going on Twitch. If you just go on Twitch, even if it's a live channel, so just going to videos, you're gonna get a lot better like just video content from Twitch than going to YouTube. And once beta comes out, that's going to change. 'Cause a lot of people are going to be recording. People that don't even like live streaming, and they're going to go upload it on YouTube, which I'm expecting during beta. It's going to be a huge influx in people and just a lot more content in general. But because we're not there yet, and beta's on the 17th, and we're just so close, I just recommend go to Twitch. Check out some streamers and flip through some videos and just explore the content, especially if it's stuff like PvP or crafting or grinding, 1 to 50, you can see that stuff at least. And it's very current because people are still playing the alpha right now. So our involvement, DVS Gaming with ArcheAge. I'm going to keep this kind of short because I don't want to make this video too long. But pretty much, we've been experienced to alpha, and we have a game plan going into beta. And going into beta, we want to get the guild castle first. But you got a lot of really a big list on our checklist because there's going to be a huge influx of people. It's going to be a lot harder to do stuff than it was in alpha. Now, I personally haven't been experienced to alpha whatsoever because I don't want to pay the $150, and I just rather wait till beta. So it's a little bit more polished game, and I'm excited. I cannot wait. I've been watching a lot of streams, and I have been specifically watching certain people, which I think are just better PvPers because that's going to be my main thing. And I can't tell you how many people are doing PvP so wrong. They're not thinking about it clearly. Like, I've been watching, the people that are really, really excelling at the PvP in this game, and they completely play a different game entirely. It's as if they're not even playing ArcheAge. It's a completely different game plan, and just knowledge. Just not even like in-game knowledge of, okay, this does that and that does this. Just how they go about it. And I can't wait. It's limitless the possibilities you can do in this game. So we're gonna hit it up hard. If you guys want to join us within the beta, you don't have to be a permanent member. Which is say you just want to join a big group of people just to see how it plays and feels like. Because I think in an MMO, if you're with a good group of people, you get a real better experience than trying to play it solo, because MMO is about bringing people together and just playing the same content. So, you come up in the forums, you can sign up, get you in TeamSpeak. I don't know if we're going to be doing open recruitment. I'm pretty sure we're going to require you to be on TeamSpeak, and we're probably going to talk to you on TeamSpeak first. I don't know how it's going to go, if you're going to try and join through the game, but I don't know the details. So, if you don't know anything about ArcheAge, I hope this helped you out. I can't wait to see you guys in ArcheAge, especially if you're on your tippy toes and you do get a beta key and you really, really, really like it. Well, I hope you guys, come up, because that's the type of attitude we want to play. We want to play with people who are really excited and really want to play this game to its fullest, and not people that just want to complain how the PvP in this game is completely broken because they suck. So, I see what I did there. So, once again, please comment if you got any questions. For example, where to go to, for example, the forums. Maybe you want to see this fancy little calculator. Well, if you can see the website right there, it's archeagedatabase.net. And the ArcheAge website, you can go to the forums, you'll find a lot of information there. Once again, if you want to go and join DVS Gaming, it's dvsgaming.org. Sign up. It takes at least 36 hours to 48 hours for you to get approved on our website so you can access our forums, but I'm pretty sure you can actually find out our TeamSpeak information through the forums without actually being passed through it, like cleared. So yeah, once again, DVS Motifet, DVS Gaming, and good night. Well, good morning. It's 9:26. You know what I mean.